I absolutely love you guys. And I got to tell you right off the top, you're actually one of my not just one of my favorite groups, period, because you guys are exciting. You write great music, but you are probably one of my favorite people because no matter what, I always not just have a great time, I have great conversations with you guys. And I always feel good going into it and going out of the interview. I mean, Runaway Angel is the perfect name for you guys because that's what you do for us. You guys are angels and you just make our hearts run away.
Thank you.
That's the
That's so
nicest thing
sweet. I
anyone's ever
know.
said to
Aw,
us.
thank you so much. We feel so
Not,
too. We're so happy that we
not,
can chat with you again.
Yeah.
it's the truth. I think the last time we had any kind of conversation around this time, you guys were playing a big festival last year, if I'm correct.
Not last year, but definitely I feel like the last time we chatted with you, it would have been trackside,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's it.
19?
Yeah.
Which is huge.
I know
yeah.
you do the same thing as me, and you're like, that was last year, but it was 4 years ago. I just erased several years from my mind. They don't exist anymore. Yeah.
What was that like?
It was amazing. I think it was like one of the last big gigs we played before we took our break, and we knew. I mean, I think I knew going into it that that was probably going to be the last big one. I knew I was definitely heading towards having a bone marrow transplant, and I just tried to soak up like every minute of it. It was just the funnest show, the best stage, like the best sound we've ever had.
Yeah.
It was
And we
just,
had
yeah.
so many friends and family in the audience, and we had been playing a ton of shows in the years leading up, so we felt good up there. It was,
Yeah.
it was just
It was
great.
tight.
Yeah.
It was a huge stage. Yeah. Now you're making us like,
Yeah,
oh,
reminisce,
nostalgic.
dream
yeah.
come true. It was really, really special.
Yeah.
Well, you all deserve it, because nominations and the way you guys have been working so hard. But you know what? We never really had a chance to talk about the thing we aren't supposed to talk about, the pandemic. What was that like for the three of you when everything started up? Because you guys were on a really good roll. I still remember when I saw you guys in London for the CCMAs, and we did an interview out in the back area and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun and everything. And like I said, you guys were on a roll with nominations. And every time I would see posts that you guys were either playing somewhere or you're nominated for something, something was always going on. Pandemic hits.
Yeah.
What
Well,
was that like, not just career wise, but emotionally?
I mean, I think we had already taken a break before the pandemic to support me going through my cancer treatments and my transplant. So we had already been kind of like chilling for a couple of years when the pandemic happened. And in some ways, I feel like it was better for us that the pandemic happened because we felt it was so hard for us to be away from the scene and to not be performing and to not be making music, and to know that like everybody else also had to be on pause for a little while kind of made us feel like we weren't losing as much ground. When everything came to a stop for us and the world kept going, it just was kind of nice that at some point everybody else had to stop too, and it kind of gave us a bit of time to kind of catch up and collect ourselves and just get back to creating.
Yeah.
The C word, very scary for a lot of us. What was it like for you finding out and then dealing with the treatments?
It was a huge shock. Definitely didn't expect it at all. And I mean, I hoped that the treatments worked better, and ultimately when they didn't and I had to have a transplant, that was really challenging because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to work through that. So we kind of had to have like the discussion of let's hit pause and see what happens. And it was definitely scary, and I'm sure for these guys as well, but they were just so supportive through it all and just really kept my spirits up, and I just kept dreaming of the day that we'd be back on stage together, and now it's here.
How did you guys deal with that? I mean, here's your sister, your friend, um, blood. I'm even going to say that too, is going through something like this. What is it like for you guys?
I think it puts life in perspective, right? Like you can get so caught up, especially in the music industry, with things that you think are important, when at the end of the day, when your friend gets diagnosed with something, that is life threatening, you're like, these little things don't matter. You know what I mean? Like maybe you're like jealous of another artist or whatever the situation, or you think somebody else wrote a better song. You're like, it doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, we're here to make people feel good, to make us feel good by writing music and playing music, and spending time together. Like that's kind of now what matters the most to us, I think, if I can
Yeah.
speak for us.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. And like, no, just obviously that we were so scared for her,
Yeah.
and feeling her pain, because we knew she, like, music means so much to her. So for her to take a pause hurt us
Mhm.
through her, but also, it really put a big wall in our lives. Like, you're doing this one thing that you've been working, and then it stops. So trying to find momentum again and find, like, now what do I do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I very much had a lot of those. Now what am I supposed to do? I don't have a backup plan. So it
Yeah.
was
None of them. Well, Stacy had a backup plan because she's smart.
Stacey's smart.
So we got to ask though, how are you feeling now?
Great. Yeah. So happy to have fought through it all. There was definitely some moments where I was like, why am I doing this? But now that it's all in the rear view, I'm just so glad I fought through it all. Yeah.
So here's the amazing part about the three of you. You got the pandemic, we've got the cancer scare and situation that we're dealing with. How do you guys, in this turmoil that's going on with the group, with the world around us, to come out with a new single that is hilarious from beginning to end, puts a
Yeah.
smile on everybody's face, and even when you say the title, is like, what did they just say? How do you do that?
Yeah.
The key is to just genuinely want to just bring fun and joy back into your life in its simplest form. Like, we not want to overthink things. In that moment, we didn't feel like having like too introspective and deep of a song. We just wanted to have fun, and we want you to have fun. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that you,
Yeah.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
We're glad
Are you
wait,
kidding? Even
Yeah.
the photo picture in it, from beginning to end, it is hilarious. So let's make this part official for folks who don't know, what are they talking about. They better know what we're talking about. What is the name of the new single and what is it about?
Our new single is called Beach Please, and it's just about like making every day a Friday and just, throwing all your cares away and just having a beach day because everybody needs a beach sometimes. It's got some really cute like play on words, like, beach please is obviously supposed to be a play on something else, and just, yeah, it's
You're
fun.
thinking
It's
of your
sassy.
female boss.
Yeah, exactly.
We all have those
Beach,
moments in the
please.
day where that make you go, beach, please.
Yeah.
Now, was this actually, planned? Like, you guys were thinking, we need a summer song, and this was it? Because here's the thing, usually a lot of times, and country artists, when we talk about summer songs, it's about the pickup truck, it's about the liquor, it's about either the breakup or hookup. You guys didn't go near any of that. You just went straight to the FUN fun part.
Yes, absolutely. I think, like, I don't know if we were knowing where we were going to go, but Stacy knew she wanted to write a beach song on our writing trip, and we went into this session with Kate Malone, and she just played a couple like little bed track ideas that she had, and one of them had that just like banging bass line,
Yeah.
and we were like, ooh, that could be beachy. And then I think Anne was like, beach please,
As
just
a joke,
jokingly. And we all kind of laughed, and then I don't remember who, but somebody was like, I think that's the song, actually, I think that's the hook. And once we were like, okay, let's see if that could be the hook, and we just started writing, and it just came out so quick. Yeah.
Who came up with the graphics? It's great. Who came up with the graphics?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I've really got into like doing a lot of graphics work during my recovery because I couldn't really do anything physical, and just it's been cool to make some really, really neat stuff. Yeah, so that artwork was fun for sure. Yeah.
You guys are amazing. I love it. Single, EP gonna come up, or an album? What's following up on this?
Definitely another single, and then probably an EP. We're writing for one right now, so just really excited to see what else we can come up with. Yeah.
And what about shows? Are we going to be seeing any shows? And also, any chance we're going to see you at the CCMAs or anything like that?
Yeah.
We do have a showcase, I believe, on the Thursday.
Yeah.
On the Thursday of CCMAs. Not ton of details, so
It's
stay
it's for
tuned.
Diamonds in the Rough. Maybe we weren't supposed to announce that yet,
Oop.
but
Nothing's happening. And we kind of stopped our hiatus too late in the year to book too many shows, but we have Harmonious Fest, which is an all-female festival, which is very exciting, coming up in August.
yeah,
As
we're
well as
playing near
Rodney
Stacy's
Fair,
hometown.
yeah.
Rodney Fair.
Yeah, and just kind of gearing up, trying to book as many things as we can in 2024.
Yeah, we weren't really sure what the schedule was going to look like this year for us. I knew I still needed to have one of my hips replaced. So we were like, maybe don't book a million gigs in case I can't walk, but I can, so we're good. Yeah.
Amazing story. The three of you, amazing music, everything. Like I said, absolutely love the three of you, and I cannot wait to see. I'm gonna try to make it out to the CCMAs, and crossing fingers I get a chance to run into y'all. So I just want to make sure it's a hip, right? Because if I hug you, I don't want to like
Oh yeah,
snap something.
you're good. Hug away. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Big love to the three of you. Cannot wait to see you. Congrats on a great summer single, but more importantly, thank you so much for being such an inspiration for all of us.
Oh,
Thanks,
thank
Rudy.
you. We missed you so much. It's so nice to see your face again.